Ta-ta. Don't hurry back. Whatever. Fine by me. You know, maybe you should spend less time talking to Pa and more time doing your job here, Nancy. Rich uncle or no, you have work to do. So do it. Exactly. I'm not the type to go after the personal lives of fellow scientists. Huh? No, that's not true. What kind of a question is that to ask? Yes, of course I am. You'd be too, but does that mean it's my fault? No, it doesn't. I'll let it go if we can just move on. And you don't think I do now? I'm sorry I don't still wear my heart on my sleeve, but that's a very amateur thing for a scientist to do. More concerned? What exactly are you implying, Nancy? Now I see why Debbie speaks so highly of you. Optimists of a feather. Tell you what, I'll admit that you just may be right. I hope you're right. I just don't think you are. Let's switch topics, all right? This has been a long enough trip down memory lane for the day. Yeah, well, that's the reality of life, Nancy. You don't honestly think life gets more exciting as you age, do you? Because it doesn't. Dreams fade, hearts get broken, friends get too lost in their own lives to call. Trust me, enjoy your youth while you have it, kid, because the downhill ride, it ain't fun. What's that supposed to mean? Nope. Why do you ask? Which means we could be in for a record-breaking string of tornadoes. You may be putting that enthusiasm to good use. No, I don't touch that stuff anymore. Bad s'mores experience back in 2002. It's not quite candy, but it'll do. Oh, cool. Gum. Even better. Nope, I don't do chocolate. Ugh, I hate chocolate. Keep it. Nancy, this is cheese. What am I supposed to do with cheese? Wait, did you ask if I wanted candy or if I wanted cheese? I'm a little confused. Cheese? I hate to be the one to break it to you, Nancy, but cheese is not candy. The old cheese for candy trick. Not falling for it, Nancy. Cheese? What is this, some kind of cruel hoax? Nope, can't do cheese. My specialist says it's bad for my blood pressure. Why not? I guess. You bet. Okay. Sure. Cats? Forget about it. I'm deathly allergic to cats. Mice are annoying, but at least they don't leave me sneezing and short of breath. I don't know. Look, if it's all the same to you, I'd just as soon talk about something else, okay? Brooke Tavenaugh. She heads the chase team that in all likelihood is going to whoop our collective fanny in the competition. Just what I said. Right now, Canute College offsets the costs of maintaining this place with funds from private companies like the Healy Healy. But apparently that money's about to dry up, so if we don't win this competition, there goes the farm. Yes, that was Frosty. Look, go down there and whatever his problem is, take care of it, okay? I don't have time for any histrionics. Pretty scary how much damage a bunch of frozen raindrops can do to a car. Of course, they've been frozen to the size of golf balls thanks to several miles worth of updraft. Oh yeah, he warned me this was coming. I'll take care of it, thanks. Just make sure you do it humanely, or Debbie will never let me hear the end of it. Maybe you can get one of those Piper guys, or better yet, some kind of catch-and-release trap at that Ma and Pa store. Just get it done, okay? Did you see that? Those dagnabbit mice are everywhere, and I'm sick of it. So if you were wondering what your next job was going to be, now you know. Get rid of the mice in here. Did you see that? You should always... Ah! I mean, there's always room for improvement. For instance, when you're driving in a steady downpour. Well, let's not get cocky. Look, I don't want to hear excuses. Just go. Call it a day and make sure it doesn't happen again, okay? Okay. Frosty says you failed to fix his video camera in time to record anything. What a disheartening day. An EF3, and we failed to get so much as 1 inch of footage on it, thanks to you. That's something that researchers, myself included, all too often forget. As exciting as it is to chase tornadoes, they are hugely destructive, and the damage they do to lives and livelihoods is all too often horrible and irreparable. So, still think tornadoes are cool? I'm sorry, Nancy, that was... I know you meant well. Anyway, good news is it looks like weather conditions for the next 2 weeks are going to be ideal for tornado genesis. What are you, like 18? Do me a favor, kid, don't talk to me about disappointment till you've lived long enough to experience it firsthand. Before they defunded my department, I got the best of the best. Students who really cared, like Debbie, but those days are over. Now that's what I like to see. Wish I could get that sort of enthusiasm out of my students these days. Between you and me, the last few years I've gotten stuck with the worst students. I could be telling them about the most exciting storms on record, and all I get back is a sea of bored faces. Were you excited? Terrified? Did it make you want to go home? What? What'd you think? All the information you need is on the chart in the other room. You have questions about anything, bug Debbie, not me. Nice meeting you. Second thing you need to do is redesign the warning siren layout for the local community. They just got a set of new sirens and their range is different, so the town asked me, and now I'm telling you, to figure out where to place them so if there is a tornado, everyone will be within earshot of a siren. Look, you're here because that rich uncle of yours said you could do the job, so be a little resourceful and just do it, okay? If you need a nanny, have your uncle send one. We don't have the budget. 2 things you need to do right off the bat. I got to give a workshop on tornado preparedness at the junior high school next week, so put a sample disaster kit together for me. If anything's missing, go up the road to Ma and Pa's and get it there. Ever seen a real tornado, Nancy? You'll be reporting to Debbie, but make no mistake, I call the shots around here. In fact, you'll be reporting to Debbie, but make no mistake, I call the shots around here. But now that you're here, maybe our luck will change. We're never going to win this thing. The school's going to pull the plug on us, sell the farm, and that's going to be all she wrote. And it's all Krollmeister's fault for saddling us with a bunch of Bush League junk. Well, isn't that just peachy? We spend hours racing all over the countryside, and where's all the action? Right in our own backyard. Wait a minute. Did you see a tornado? Thanks to the lousy equipment that uncle of yours stuck us with, we just spent the last hour chasing down a bunch of cumulonimbi barely capable of spawning a spring shower, let alone a tornado. What tornado? What's going on? Hello, Nancy. Yes? You're back, and you've got a trap. Good. The mice seem to hang out a lot by the wall. Try putting it there. Just don't leave till you've caught them. All of them. So I just wanted to say you did a pretty fair job driving during the chase yesterday. Nancy, hi. Look, Debbie tells me it would be good for morale if I gave people around here a few attaboys every now and then. Nancy Drew, you made it. I'm Scott Varnell, the person in charge of this meteorological train wreck. Welcome aboard. Get rid of the mice, then we'll talk. I thought I told you to get rid of those mice. I'm still seeing mice in here, Nancy. I want those mice removed now. Just hit the hay, all right? Quit bugging me and go to bed. I repeat, call it a day. Now. I said go to bed. Yum. What'd you forget? Thought you just left. Back already? A tornado's forming. I can feel it. It'll be on the ground in minutes, and it's going to be huge. And here you are, a novice out in the field and all alone. Because I've had it! I'm through! Because thanks to them, I'm considered impossible to work with. No other school will hire me. I'm stuck here and they know it. So yes, I've been sabotaging my own team. And yes, Brooke is paying me a small fortune to do so. Because I work for a podunk college run by podunk incompetents bent on badmouthing and spiting me at every turn just because I don't play well with others at their idiotic staff meetings. I have never gotten the credit I deserve for the work I've done, ever. I know more about tornadoes than any person alive, and I get neither the respect nor the compensation people half as brilliant as me get without lifting a finger. Why? That's ridiculous. And just what do you think you overheard? Brooke? What are you talking about? Nancy, what are you doing here?
Right, but Pa did seem pretty certain. That's what he said. Oh, maybe Pa's mistaken. Pa tells me that you've been asking him about Brooke. Is that true? Everything you said in the article, it seemed like you genuinely cared about the safety of everyone in Tornado Alley. Do you feel guilty that you didn't put out the alert in time during the storm that killed Ma? I'm sorry I brought it up. That's not true. I read it, and it seems like a lot has changed for you over the last few years. You seemed more concerned about the people in the path of the storms. You sounded much more excited about your work. Do you remember that interview you gave after Ma died? I sure hope so. Oh, Chase asked me to give you this estimate from the auto repair shop. Would you like some candy? Why don't you get a cat for your mice problem? Does she deserve to win? What's she like? I heard someone talking about some Brooke person. Who is she again? What did you mean when you said before that the school would sell the farm if you lose? Was that Frosty? But that's not true. I fixed it in plenty of time. What do you mean, thanks to me? I mean, it's one thing when they're out in the open, but what happens when they hit a populated area? That isn't cool at all. I think what they are is cool, but after today, I'm sure not a fan of what they do. Not really, no. You bet I do. I changed my mind. See ya. You know, just forget it. Bye. On second thought, never mind. Later. That must really be disappointing. Actually, that tornado is the coolest thing I've ever seen in my life, and I can't wait to see another one. What do you mean? What else would you like me to do? What goes into a disaster kit? Well, yeah. As I was driving up to the farmhouse, it wasn't that big, but it sure threw a lot of debris around. Just a fair job? Thank you. Are you the person I'll be reporting to? Did you see the tornado? Ah! Why don't you just quit? That's why you're meeting her way out here, so the people who've been looking up to you all this time couldn't see her paying you off. Enough to know you two are working together. You've been sabotaging your own team, haven't you? You've been doing everything you can to make sure Brooke's team wins and yours loses. When I was fixing the phone jack, I accidentally overheard the phone conversation you two had. I could hear it through the headset on your desk. You mean me, as opposed to Brooke? Guess I'll get going. I'll let you get back to work. I'll quit bugging you now.